In this video, I'll show you 7 tips for working with the standard menu in the Articulate Storyline player, so you can work more efficient in your next e-learning project. Hi, I'm Spermon from Untitled Learning, where I teach you how you can create e-learning modules yourself with Articulate Storyline. And are you new here? Then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Are you ready? Then let's get started. I have a dummy e-learning module here and I want to show you 7 tips for working with the Articulate Storyline player menu. So let's open the player. I click here in the Home tab on Player. Now Storyline will load my player. And I click here on Menu, and you'll see here my menu. Now the first tip is for if you have long slide titles. Now you see they were covered with on your slides, but if you click here on the gear icon, there is a menu options pop-up, and if you click here on the appearance and you check wrap long menu titles and you click on OK, you'll see that Storyline automatically wraps your titles and it looks a lot better. Now let's continue to our second tip. Now in the menu preview here you see that our slides our scenes and our slides are numbered. So if you want the numbers in the menu quickly, you don't have to type it manually, but you can go to the gear icon here, and what you do is you check number entries in menu automatically. And if you do this and OK, you see that Storyline automatically adds the number items that are here also in the menu for the player. Now my third tip is that you can also rename slides in your menu. Here you see Draw from Question Bank. Now, that's not a really nice title, but if I double click it, I can make it Quiz. So now you see it's Quiz. And we're going to our fourth tip right away. So now you see a quiz, and if you want to add the question slides also in your menu, you go to the gearbox after quiz, and you can here check show slide draw contents. And what Storyline now does, if we publish it, you will also see the slides of your quiz in your menu. And it looks like this. Now you don't see quiz anymore, but you see the different questions here directly in my menu. We have had already 4 tips, so let's continue to the 5th one. And my 5th tip is that you can add new items in your menu that are not slides and also not scenes, and you can use them to create extra clearness in your menu. For instance, if I click here and I click on a new page icon, I can create a new heading. This is no slide and also not a scene, but I can here, for instance, type in case study. Not case study, but case study. So to see that here the case study begins in my new in this scene, so I don't have to create an extra scene for this heading. Now let's continue to our 6th tip. What you also can do in Storyline is let the menu items demote or promote, so it's easier. So you can see I can give it the order right now. So for instance, if I do this with case study, you see case study is here. I can now move this down and you see that the case study is on a new level. And a quick extra tip between our tips, you can also remove slides from your menu. So if I click on this one here, it's removed. It's still in your scene, so you can jump to it, but you don't see it in your menu, and a user cannot directly jump to it from your menu. And now up to our last and 7th tip. And my final and 7th tip is how you can restrict navigations for your users. you click on the gear icon here, and now the navigations restrictions menu is on free. Free means that you can let a user navigate freely through your module to the next slide, to the previous slide, and they can view slides in any order. You can also set it to restricted. This means the user cannot go to a slide that he hasn't viewed yet, but he can go to slides that he has viewed, so a previous slide. And the last one is locked. And this, if you set it on locked, the user cannot go to the next slide, but he also cannot go to previous slide that he already has visited. So if you want to do something with restrictions, I think restricted is the best. So you can set it on this way. And there is another option that is not in your menu, but you can use it for restrictions. So let's go to features. If you have a seek bar in your player, here a user can drag the seek bar, so he can drag the seek bar from your slide till the end. If you set it to seek bar is read only, he cannot do anything with it, so every time he's on the slide he has to watch the whole slide. But what you can do is allow drag after completion, and this means if a user has viewed this slide, he's gone to the next slide and he's come back, then he can drag the slider to the end, so he can move on to the next slide really quickly. So these were my 7 tips. I hope that you found it useful. Put in the comments what you found the best tip of the 7, and I promise to answer it.
Do you have any questions about embedding your Articulate Storyline course in WordPress or about Articulate Storyline in Common? Then place a comment below these videos and I promise to answer it. And if you want to create great engaging e-learning in Articulate Storyline, make sure that you get my free step-by-step guide on how I create e-learning in Articulate Storyline. And I know for sure that it will help you because it describes my whole process that I use for every e-learning module in Articulate Storyline that I build. And was this video useful to you? Then hit the like button below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos.